This is for you, Virgo. Mercury transits retrograde through the sign of Taurus the Bull, and that's going to be from the 1st to the 21st of the month of May. And that's going to affect your 9th house of life path meaning. So it's all going to be about the importance of what you have accomplished thus far in your life. It's because it's retrograde. Now, Mercury will turn direct on the 22nd of May, and that's going to, though, continue in the sign of Taurus the Bull. And that's going to continue, therefore, to affect your 9th house. But it'll allow you to move forward a bit more and allow your quest for significance and meaning in your life and, you know, how you've served humankind and your contributions to society. These types of issues, these 9th house types of issues, again, are going to be more direct and forward and easier for you to move forward in figuring out, you know, how you can better feel that you've accomplished your goals in the game of life, and you will feel that you can be just more straightforward about it. Okay? Now, Jupiter is going to be, it's not your ruling planet, but it's currently transiting through your sign, Virgo, and it's in your first house of self and appearances because it's traveling through your sign. Now it's retrograde, but it'll turn direct on the 9th of the month, still in Virgo. That's Jupiter. Now, if you've been having a hard time with seeing yourself, you know, in a vibrant future, if lately you've been, you know, having a hard time believing that your future can be bright and as vivacious as you want it to be, Jupiter going direct in Virgo, it's going to give you back some of the pizzazz that you thought was gone. So again, this is when the planets go direct or retrograde, it does affect how you feel you're able to move forward in your life for obvious reasons. And Jupiter affects health and wealth, and it's the merciful king, really, and it rules over Pisces, and it also rules over Sagittarius. So you are going to be feeling a bit better, as the month progresses. Now, Virgo, you should watch out for some of the aspects that are coming from the North Node in Virgo. So you want to watch that video that we provided, a North Node in Virgo and South Node in Pisces, 2015, 2016, 2017 video, because this is going to affect you. So please watch that video to give you good information on how you can proceed. Now, Mercury is known as the attribute of God, the winged messenger, found in Acts 14:12, and they called Barnabas Jupiter, but Paul Mercury, because he was chief speaker. Now let's see how your ruling planet of Mercury affects you this month, Virgo. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. Your Earth Guardian Archangel is Uriel, and he speaks through to you from your Virgo angel, who is Hamaliel. So that's your Zodiac angel, Hamaliel. Your Earth Guardian angel, Uriel, rules over all the Earth signs. Okay, now this is an angelic horoscope transmission from your Virgo angel Hamaliel, who resides over the Virgin's mutable earth nature, and here are his messages for you in love, money, and health. First, Hamaliel's love, sex, and romance transmission with the help of the earth angel Uriel. Stop telling everyone your plans. You've got to learn how to keep a secret when it comes to your own desires for love, sex, and romance. Say you write a poem for someone. You should release the poem as your creation or publish it in some kind of a format. And these days it's very simple to publish yourself in these kinds of formats because of the technology that's been made available to everyone. So you should do that. What you should not do is give it to the person you wrote it for. Say you wrote a poem or a song or anything for anybody. Don't give it to them, because this will... it's not so much that the person doesn't appreciate it. They do, but then if you gave it to them, what are they going to do with it? But, basically, when you do that, the part of you that is creative and can be made to flourish in your creativity, that can give you a name, make a name for yourself, what it does is it satiates that part of you that wants to bestow your creativity on whatever. or whoever. It's the will to bestow. So if you give it to the person who is your muse, you will end up dampening down or satiating that part of yourself that wants to bestow. And so it's not going to help you. What you need to do is sublimate that behavior and just put it into some kind of format where you're presenting it as something as a book or something as a portfolio of artwork or whatever you're doing. And then if that person then comes across it and it's a great work of art, they're going to get it anyway, but so is everybody else, because we're all one anyway. Ultimately, we're all the same consciousness. The I which is in me is the same I which is in you. And it's all consciousness is consciousness. We're looking at each other through our own eyes, and we cannot see our own face, and the other person cannot either. So everybody has that God consciousness. So just understand that lesson about the will to bestow. All right, now for Hamaliel's money and wealth transmission, with the help of Uriel, when it comes to financial gain and wealth management this month, this is a ripe time to take the reins and lead your team to success in businesses or in getting that promotion or long-awaited raise in pay. This is the month for that. If you're running your own business or you're your own boss, you can allow yourself a good helping of the perks that come with running your own business or your own company. You've got to enjoy your work if you want to prevail over the competition. If you don't like your work, you're not going to do it. So just, it's wonderful to go ahead and be someone who does what's trending and all that. But if you don't enjoy whatever's trending, you're not going to do good in it anyway, so you're not going to do well. So you might as well do what you like, and eventually those trends will come back around to you. And, it all catches up with you. You need to do what you were made to do, what you enjoy. Now, for Hamaliel's health and fitness transmission. Health and fitness are yours this month if you can understand that you've got to relax a little bit by scheduling in time to relax, but don't relax the actual goals. Stick with your goals, but put in a little time for relaxation, but do not relax your goals. You've got to keep up with your wellness and your ultimate performance goals, and you shouldn't over push, because if you push too far, then you don't do a good job. So don't push yourself to the point of breaking, but don't slack off to the point where you don't want to do it anymore either. You've got to do, just a little bit every day, just a little bit every day. All right? And there are many, sometimes, when you get like, scripture readings or you get the daily prayers for the day, they'll tell you a little bit each day. So stick with that. It really does work. Now, stay the course for your self-discipline to improve personal confidence in your physical appearance as well as the well-being of your body. Your body is a temple of God, as you know, which you are instructed to take care of, which you are commanded by God to be a good steward of, and for a long time to come. So you're going to have a nice, long life and be a good steward of your body. Now we're getting to this month's lucky runestone prediction. We got for you this month the runestone of Laguz. It's what we got for you is the message is your emotions will be accentuated this month, but this is productive at this time, allowing you to express your creative side in which you will find yourself at the right place at the right time. So that's going to happen for you this month. Your emotions are going to be strong, but you need to allow that. But again, sublimate any emotions that are overreaction, because you don't want to overreact, because that's never helpful to anybody. You want to sublimate those into productive outcomes. All right, now, we're going to give you some Merkaba meditation to continue on what we gave you last time. We're going to give you a little taste of our Merkaba class. We are filling up those classes right now, but we're scheduling more of them because they're in high demand. Everybody seems to want their Merkaba class, so it's you can contact us at www.readingsbyrosemary.com, and there's contact information there. You can contact us and we can set you up for class. And we can give you instruction in Merkaba. Now, Merkaba is very high teachings, and we're going to also give you some alchemy of light teachings that come from the Hermetic Order of the Alchemical Flame and comes from the teaching we have from the secret alchemy teachings that we have. And we're going to give you a little taste of that, but of course we can't give you the whole thing, but we'll give you a taste of that in this transmission. And also you can visit our Astrology Angel Magic blog, where we are giving you a lot of this high frequency, and this month we're giving you some information about the throat chakra. It's very important, and the body of light. All right, now for your Merkaba technique, you're going to be using the three-dimensional Star of David, that form, that is Uriel's form anyway, but we've instructed everybody else to do that too, because if you use the other forms right away, it could be injurious to yourself, badly, and permanent. So, because there are air, fire, and water hexagons, hexagrams. In a three-dimensional form, you have both. But to utilize those at this point could be harmful. So you don't want to do that right away. Also, you don't want to spin the top and bottom sun and, moon and Saturn pyramids. You don't want to spin those in opposite directions, not right away, because you could get injured if you do it too soon. All right? You need a master with you, and we're masters in that. We can help you with that. You don't want to do that without proper instruction and without going through the proper methods first, because it can that's an overreach if it can hurt a person. All right. Now, some people tell you to spin the Merkaba field at this beginning stage, clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on their teaching or depending on your degree or depending upon whether you're male or female. But in reality, every person is quite different, and it's like a fingerprint. And we can tell by looking at your iris exactly which way you should be spinning that at this stage. And it's not iridology. So you need to contact us if you want that kind of information, because it is that specific to you, and we know exactly how to find that information. It has to do with your spiritual DNA. All right? Because we're masters in Merkaba. And also the Messianic feng shui for the age of Aquarius, because the age of Pisces is over, and if you're using that Saturn Bagua, that Saturn square, that magic square, you're going to have a very hard time. You can use it, but that's a lot of Saturn, don't you? Now, because now we're ruled by Saturn. Before we were ruled by Jupiter, so you've got to use other magic squares like Jupiter or the Sun, or some people are going to use Mars, but that's not a very good idea. All right. Now, regarding the body of light technique, if you look at the ancient tablets and pictograms in Sumerian Egypt, you're going to find a tree of life and depiction, and that's the tree of life depiction with it looks like an archway, and it's a tree of life, and it's got 29 stars or 29 flowers. In the tree of life constellation in the heavens has 29 stars, which are those 29 flowers. But what you need to understand is that is actually a doorway. It's that narrow way it's spoken of in the Bible. It's all in the Bible. It's all in the Zohar. It's all in there. Now, if you understand that narrow way, it shows you the gateway to what? Your spiritual body, your body of light. That's what it is. That's how to build your glorified body. Those are not just stars. Those are not just flowers. Those are chakras. And they're not in your physical body. They're in your spiritual body. They're in your body of light. If you want a glorified body, an immortal body, you need to learn how to activate those. And that body has nothing to do with the physical body. And that's the body that does not die. And if you don't activate that, that's the second death. Of course, you can people who reincarnate, they're going to eventually get to that point. But once you become conscious of it, then you've heard that call from heavens above, and you need to go in that direction, because it's very bad if you don't go ahead and proceed when you've already been called and you know about that, and you know that you're supposed to start building your glorified body. But you have to be pristine in your behavior, and you have to follow. What you know to do is right and what is dictated by Scripture, but it's explained in the Zohar because it's all about intention. It has nothing to do with what you do physically. It has to do with your intention. And we've written some things about that in the Astrology Angel Magic blog. You can look that up. All right. Because we wrote that one as well. We didn't put that under some of the same headings, but we are utilizing that for the Hermetic Order of the Alchemical Flame, plus we're utilizing that for Angel Magic. All right, now a disclaimer's in order here. High magic can be dangerous. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Okay, now we're going to get into your divine tone, and then we'll go over the ephemeris calculations for you this month. Remember to chant, Virgo, your divine tone of I analyze, or try out the higher aspect of simply meditating on the quality of analyzing, and be well and be wise, be all you're meant to be. Now for the ephemeris information calculations for Eastern and Greenwich Mean Time. For Eastern Daylight Time, we have the new moon on the 6th of May, 2016 at 3:30 p.m. That's 16 degrees Taurus, 41 minutes. The full moon on the 21st of May, 2016 at 5:15 p.m. at 1 degree Sagittarius, 13 minutes. For London time, Greenwich Mean Time, the 6th of May, 2016, the new moon, that's for Greenwich Mean Time, London time, that's 7:30 p.m., 16 degrees Taurus, 41 minutes. The full moon on the 21st of May, 2016, at 9:15 p.m., 1 degree Sagittarius, 13 minutes. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Join us again next month.